Good morning, Indra. Good morning, guys. Had your tea? Good morning, Ajit. Good morning, everyone. So, guys, I can observe people are joining now. So, we'll wait for a few more minutes, then we'll start. Meanwhile, folks, I believe you guys are practiced whatever we discussed in the last session. And if you have any doubts, any concerns, we can discuss also. All good from your side? Good morning, Vishnu. Good morning. Good morning, Anu. Good morning, Dhanushri. Let's go. Please explain 1 second. Sure, Indra. Indra, the plan was for a day now. I'll start with types of plot. In there, the first one will be the line and your area plots. Okay. So when we are going for the area and line plots now, we'll have a subplots also there where the parameters and all there. So that time again I will explain the subplot concept. So you just go at that time. So if you feel again the issues on that, let me know, Indra. I'll explain it again to you. We use Linspace method there. We put only 3 to 4 numeric values. Tanushri, when we talk about the Linspace, na, basically the meaning of Linspace is like it's a predefined method. The name how they give lin space means line space. So they need to divide their line in a space by, and that space was na Dhanushri, it is a same similar pace they need to divide it there. Now let them join. Meanwhile, just I'll give you the small view of that. Okay, maybe it will help you, dear Dhanushri, to understand this Linspace concept. I believe, Dhanushri, my screen whiteboard is visible to you. Okay, so when we talk about this Linspace, basically, dear, this is like nothing but is a line space. Okay, now what happened? There is a parameter you need to give, that is what is the start value you need to give for the Linspace, what is the end value. I'll start, Indra. That is the first task we'll go once everyone join. First things we'll see this task solution, because or else in the last we are going with the flow, it's going to till 9:20, 9:30, because the flow how we guys are, because you guys also go ahead with the flow, I also go ahead with the flow for our day. So that's why today my plan was I'll start with the solution for the task, then only I'll start the data visualizations topic, which is we are going ahead. Okay, so let's come back here. Start, end value, and how many values you wanted. Okay, these are the 3 questions we need to give it that. Now suppose user gave, I need to start from 1, I need to end up by 10, and how many values I want a 5 values. What is the meaning of that? This is my line, the start point is 1, the scale, stop, take a example, it's a scale, and 10 will be the last value. Now I need 5 value. 1 to 10, how you will divide 5 values there, and that will be equally same. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5 will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, whatever the value it will come for this one, that should be equally same. Mean the distance of, yes, the distance of this particular thing, whatever distance, that should be same. This distance will be the same distance will be there. So suppose I use 3, 6, 9, but the distance are not same. 1 to 3 is same, 3 to 6 is same, 6 to 9 is same, 9 to 10 is not same. But if I keep 12 here, suppose user give 12, then my distance are same. 1 to 3, 3, 3 to 6, 3, 6 to 9, 3, 9 to 12, 3. So that when they divide, and that we won't divide, that compiler will randomly generate the value, not by ourselves. Compiler will generate the value. Compiler will generate this value, and same space means that things will be the same, dear. Understood, Dhanushri now? Good morning, Nashim. Dhanushri, you understood how this particular Linspace worked there? This is like a predefined method where we are giving the 3 values are nothing but, dear, this 2 is, no ma'am. Okay, okay. Still you have confusion. Dhanushri, I'll give you the exercise. Just tell me what you understand first. Then I can give you the way how you are taking it there. You can unmute, Dhanushri. Meanwhile, let them join. You unmute and tell me what exactly you understand by Linspace. Tell me first.
Hello.
Yes, Dhanushri, tell me.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, Linspace I have no idea about that. Like, we last class we gave like only 1 0 2 3, like only 3 to 4 values only we gave. If I execute 3 to 4 values, it
No.
will execute. But if we give multiple values, means it
Hmm.
won't execute. It's like I
See,
have.
see, dear. Now let me tell you one thing. I think my screen is visible to you, right? When you use this concept, okay, I just take one linspace concept only. Now, this first parameter will be from which value you need to start your division of your number. I support start 10 and I end 10. 10 1 to 10. Now how many values? You suppose I need two values only. Okay, I give the two values. Now if I run, okay, I need to import np now because we started just now. So let me just import it np. See, if you observe that two values start from 1, end with 10, I give two values I want. The meaning of this parameter, dear, this will be the start value and the generation will be by the compiler, and the like difference will be same. Now 10 means it's a end value. What is the end value? How many values you want? This is the number of values you wanted. Number of values you wanted. Now I need start from the 1. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Mahesh. Good morning, Abhijit. And end with 10 and two values. So they give 1 point, 10 point, because by default, as you know, NumPy hold a float value. That's why they give the point. Same thing if you change it to something, okay? Just see that. I have a till 10 last, but I need a 5 values. Now, if you see, they give the 5 value. The difference, why they use the method name is space, linspace, the difference between 1 to 3.25, if you do the subtraction, 3.2, 1.00, 1.00, it's 5 to 2.25, right? That is a difference, 2.25. Same difference if you do that, 5.5, 3.25. If you divided this, like subtract, sorry, not divided, subtract this, you will get again the 2.25. 5, 3, 2.25. Again, you got 2.25. Again, if you do this, 7.75 minus 5.50, again you got 2.25, means the difference of each and everything is 2.25. So linspace means linely they spaced it with the similar with same difference with starting to large. Either you give 5, 6, 10, it will be changed. The values will be changed depend upon the compiler will generate, but the difference will be the same. See, again they change. Again, if you do this subtraction now, you will get same value. How many values you want, you can give that many values number here. And this is nothing but just a start and last. Suppose I give 10 to start, 100 to stop. So now they will generate 10 to 100, 10 values. You can give 20 values also can be generated. That is your wish, what value to be start. See, I started with 10, I end up with 100. How many values I want? 20 values. Now if you see the 20 values, compiler will generate with the same difference. If you do this 10 to 14, this difference is same. Then 14 to 19, this difference is same. Then 19 to 24, this difference is same. We don't want to worry about that. They will, compiler will generate number for us. That's why the method name they give linspace, linely space the variable there by the compiler. Now you got the point, Dhanushri. Now understand how it's work, this method.
Oh, it's cleared.
Okay. You
Yeah, yeah.
practice.
Thank you.
Okay, Dhanushri.
Yeah,
Just walk what you do now with the different value you give and see. Then you get to know how it is work.
yeah, yeah.
Again, if you get issue, let me know. We'll discuss. Surely I will discuss again then.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Sure, dear. Okay. I think most of guys are joined. So good morning, everyone. To plot subplot due to some error. I don't know why error was. No issues. No issues, Avijit. I'll help you today. We'll going ahead with the subplots also. I'll help you. Good morning. Good morning. So let's talk about the agenda first, folks. Then we'll be started. So today's agenda. Vara, you're talking about the linspace. Yeah. manually, like we can select how many values we want. Manually, we can't give, that's a predefined method. We can select how many values you want and start and last value. Anudarshan, don't worry. Subplot again, I will discuss today. I'll have in a plan. No worries. I will explain it again. The subplots also. What is about the difference values? Difference values means remember that when you are using Vara, the linspace, it is start and last we give, and the 10, 20 when we give now, that many values they need to generate with the same difference. Same difference means 1 to 2. If it is a 1 value, then 2 to 3, 1. All the difference will be till the 10 values will be the same. It will be segregate. Suppose I have a 10 rupees Vara and my mom told me, share this 10 rupees with your 3 cousins. Now, I have a 3 cousin with me, it's a 4 people. I have a 10 rupees. So each person, how much it will get? My brother will get 2.5, my sister will get 2.5, my cousin brother will get 2.5, I'll get 2.5, which means everyone got the same value. If suppose my brother get 3 rupees, then it will be like not a similar way, same value to be segregated. Then the fight will happen, right? The same case here in a linspace Vara. If we have a 10 rupees, if we want to share with the 4 people, we need to share in this way ki everyone got the same value. No one get the extra value there. Ki fight will happen and all. That's why they segregate in that way. That is called a difference. Got it? Sure, subplot is there, guys. Don't worry. You can go for the 10 also. No issues. You can go for 15 also. You can go for 20 also. That is your issue. That is your call. And today also I'll use linspace. Don't worry, I'll explain it again also. And subplots too, guys. So let's discuss about the plan, folks, before moving towards to that. So folks, today's agenda will be, I'll just go ahead with the first of all the assignment question which we gave for the pandas, because if I keep it in last, we are going with the flow with the session. We reached to 9:20, 9:30. Better we started with the solution of that, and you guys can cross check that. If you have any doubts, let me know. We'll discuss that. Then we are moving to the visualization concept. So today we'll start with types of visualization. In the types, there is a first concept called line and a area plot. So don't worry, in line and area plot, line plot we use a linspace. So I'll again explain the concept of linspace, as well as in area plot we have a subplots concept. So I'll again explain the subplots also. So don't worry, those both are, I will again repeat it, the concept which you have a doubts. After that, we'll continue with the bar, histogram. There is a lots of different plots we'll discuss by today. That's the agenda for a day. Clear? Anytime there. Time, Abrat. No worries. If you won't understand, let me know. If needed more time also, I'll explain it properly. Clear, folks? Shall we proceed? Yes. Okay. Good to go. Okay. So let's come back to the task. What is the problem task? Data frame 1. Create a data frame with the column name and age. Perform the following task. That is, write a sample code to search for the name age where age is 20. Sort the data frame is ascending order from the ages and vice versa. Using a Python loop, print name and age data frame, sort in the store in the set. So first thing what you have to do, you need to create a data frame with the values or particular values. So let's create it. Okay. First of all, let me import pandas as PD. I imported the particular thing. Then let me create. I'll create that different way. Any approach can be. So let's create with the dictionary way. Okay. That is depend upon you how you need to do that from the ICT dictionary. Okay. The first thing what I need, a name. All the name you can give it to here. I'll take from my sheet there, whatever I give there. So Tom, Nick, Roy, Kia, Maria. So this is the 5 name we are giving to that. Yes, I received the solutions also. Good. That is fine. That is given by Jogendra. Jogendra, this is correct. Fine. Then name. Then you have age. So age also the same similar age which we given in the problem statement. See, remember that whatever given in the problem statement, same thing yesterday. I think you guys asked me regarding one case study. I think Ritika, I think you asked me regarding the case studies issue, right? So Ritika, I cross checked that. Ritika, are you there in the session? Yes. So I cross checked the your case studies also. They doesn't mention in the question, okay, the database. But if you see the download the things there, download the features inside down of that case studies, you have all the database file there. It is there. You need to download that. They just don't mention in the problem statement. But it is there. When you download that particular thing, the files, whatever it's written in the downside of LMS, you will get the data set. Just check properly, Ritika, and let me know if you are able to download or not. Okay. Yeah, I think Ritika is clear. So folks, you can observe I just created a particular data frame with the values of your name and age. Ritika, please try and let me know is it working for you or not. Then I can guide you also. After I've done with the session by 9, I'll help you to see that how to download those things, the data sets from LMS. So folks, come back to the problem statement. We just created the particular thing, create a data frame, the name and age of column. We saw the DF of that. The first problem statement they give, write a sample code to search for the name and age, where age is 20. So we need to just go ahead with for particular things there. So we use a DF as a name to store it. So DF of age. What is the A capital? Age is equal 20. That is the problem statement they give. Age where is 20. So equal 20. We got the two statement, name and age, Roy and Kia. That's why I keep the 20 age for the two people, Roy and Kia. So this is how you can write a problem statement for the queries for the first one, where you need to just search the values on that. Next is sort the data frame in ascending order for ages and vice versa. So for that, we use a method called sort values. Sort values, that is a method name to sort the particular values there. Whatever the values you have it, sort by that. Now I need to sort by whom? By ages. So that's why we use a by age. I need to sort the things in a age. So it will be, see, it is sort by the age 12, 20, 20, 25, 40. This is by default. If you use a sort values by default, it is ascending order. Now, if you want to convert that this ascending order to the descending order, nothing else, just take this value. Yes, correct, Anudarshan. Ascending equals to false. Good one, Anudarshan. So when you use this particular age, comma, inside the parameter comma, ascending, ascending equals to false. False means I don't want ascending should be work. By default, ascending is your ascending order. So I don't want that to be an ascending order. I want that to be false. By default, it will be true. So when you make it false, it will be going with the descending order. So this is how you can make it as a vice versa also for the problem statement to see the ages, sort the values with the age. Now the next one will be using print. Okay, using Python loop, print the ages of data frame, all the age from data frame and store it in a set. Now, how to do that? I need to using a for loop. So what you will do? We will create a list, empty list. This is just a creation of your empty list. Creation of a PTY empty list, because with the list we can do all append and all things. So I just created a empty list, nothing else. Once we created empty list, we need to use a for loop. So for I in range method, I in range, in a range, I'm passing length of my DF. length of my df. Df is what? Where we store a value. So length of my df, that is till the length of df it should work. Range method, how it's work? You need to give till when to when. If you won't give any start value with the comma, then mean start from the starting, and end we give already length of df, that will take length minus 1. Remember that always the end value take minus 1. If you use length of df also, it will take length of df minus 1 till the last it will work. Then list 1, L is capital, list 1 dot append, A and D, append of d of dot loc of my what? I and age. I need a age for that because I need to append that age because I need to store it somewhere. We append it, right? This is the first operation they told. So now I just need to check the list. So I just run L is capital, sorry, L list. I just want to check the list. See, my all the ages come. I'll explain you each of the lines how it's work. Okay, all the ages is come. Sachin, that is also correct. You directly created a set and keep that. That is also fine. So I created, that is also a one way, Sachin, to keep it. For my way, I created a list to do that. Now I will just convert that in a set. So now S1 equals to set of list 1 because I want to do all the append operations and all to keep that. So now set of this one, and then we'll check S1. So now what happened to make a set? What is the purpose of that? I don't want any duplicates value. So what is the meaning of this particular thing? How it works? Just understand. This is my empty list. So this is my memory. Okay. In a memory, I created a empty list. So this is my empty list created with the name of list 1. Okay. Now the next line. This is the first line. For I in range, I is what? That is my iteration variable name. That can be anything. I in a range. I start from by default 0. To start from 0 in the range. Okay. Now, I in range length of df. What is the df? Df values are till 4. So what is the length? That is 5. 0 to 4, what is the length? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is a length. So 5 minus 1. Till 4 it will be walk. Till 4. I'll check Bhavani. Till 4 it will be walk. It start from 0 till 4 it will walk. List 1 dot append. Append method is used to append the value in the last of the memory. Ayush, do you have any doubts? You raise your hand. I'll come back to you. Let me just explain, then I'll go ahead with your doubts. Okay, folks? Then df.loc. As you know, LOC will be working with the what? The levels name. So I need to just fetch it the I value and what from where? That is a age. That is the level name we give. That's why we use LOC of that level age. Now, whatever the age is there till the 4, it is starting from 0. Then again, it will be increment for loop, as you guys know. It's a simple thing. For loop will increment by 1, 1 by default. Okay. So it is increased. First thing, it will come with the 25. It will put it here. The last 25. The next come 45, 45, 20, 20, 12. This is in a list. It is stored by the help of your for loop. Now, as we know, I just want to convert in a set. Directly, I don't want. So I converted in a set. Then set will not hold any duplicates value. So here 20 is twice it there. So they erase it and you got 12, 20, 25, 45. This is how we just converted the thing in the particular way of our for loop. Any doubts? Now please go ahead with your doubts. Bhavani, you got it? Okay. Ayush, you raise your hand. You have doubt. Okay. Let me just, I give you the access also to talk. So sure, I'll explain it. The purpose of dictionary DICT to use, this is a by predefined from the things I'm taking, because if you need to use directly pd.data from dictionary, DICT, the meaning of this DICT from DICT, the meaning of you need to use dictionary feature in a pandas, dictionary features directly in a pandas. Now, if you removed it, suppose, because I'm using directly there, I didn't create and converted that. If you remove and run now, that will also work. It's not like that it will not work, because you are creating inside the name and all. That's just, I need that should be in a dictionary format to save it also. And that is a predefined importing from dictionary. So we add it, but that is not compulsory, Ayush. You need to keep it to add it. That's depend upon you. If you want your data to be in a dictionary format also, because it is data frame now. Now, if I check that, it is just showing the data frame like in the rows and column, but previously it is dictionary plus data frame, because we use a keyword called from dictionary. That is the purpose to use it. Apart from that, Ayush, you have one more option, that is, don't keep there, create a normal dictionary first, the same way how we created, and pass it here, the dictionary name here. We already saw that. That is option is there. So you have variety of option Ayush with you. Now your wish, which one you need to pick it to create a data frame, depend upon the requirement, Ayush. Yes, Ayush, you can go ahead, proceed. Understood, or you have any other doubts also?
Yeah, I understood. I thought we could use data variable and like we used to do previously and put the name, age like that. But I
In
think
a
this would also,
column.
yeah. So
Yeah,
we earlier
that
we
is
were
also used.
table and kind of doing like that. So I got confused with this
No,
from the.
okay, Ayush. That can be also used. See, just Ayush, why I keep it now, I just want to give you the different type of flavor also. Okay, you should have an idea. You can create your data frame in a variety of way. So that is not a one compulsory way. So this is also a one way to create that. But it's not compulsory. As you know how to the data, that how you guys are created, like equals to 10, 20, 30, and then you just convert that in a data frame. That's what we are doing it previously, right? Equals to pd dot second pd dot data frame, and then you pass the data, and then you just give the column name here. We have option call your columns equals to, you can give the column name of your id. So this is also option is there. That's in your hand, Ayush. You need to pick up the thing and depend upon your client requirement. Because if you are working on any project, whatever clients want, you need to work on that. If they want the data should be first formatted, then you need to convert, then you need to go ahead. Or else, if it is in your hand, you need to pick up which is will be easier for you to manipulate that. Got it, Ayush?
Yes, ma'am, got it. Thank you.
Okay, sure, Ayush. Okay, I'll explain it again. So in range index will start 0 or 1. 0. By default, range will be start from 0. Okay, let me explain you for loop again as you have a doubt. Now, for loop, folks, when I talk about the for loop, how for will work, that is also one thing you need to remember. Okay. First, I created here a empty list. So this is my memory. Okay. And it is happening also. We are not able to see in your CPU also. It is having the same way. This is my memory. Okay. In the memory, I created one list. What I created? One list. Let me create a list. List one. List one. I created. That is empty. Nothing is there. Just a created. Done. Next line. I come to a next line. That is for I in range. Now, if I keep a die run, this is my I, okay, and this is our values. I will always start from 0 by default. That cannot be changed by default. If you don't want that, then use a while loop. We have another loop called while loop where you can assign and do. But in Python, the for loop I can't change. In other programming language, we can initialize. Here, when we use by default, I is 0. We can't update. In a while loop, we can do all those updation. Now, range, I in range. In is my operator. We have learned that in operator, membership operator, identities operator. So in of one of that operator. In means I will see that value is present in the list or not. To see that, that is how the in operation work. Basically, the operation will to see, to check that value is present or not. Value is present or not. That is called a in operation, in operator. Range. Range is a predefined method. Predefined method to give the particular range of the detail, means the scaling from where to where you need to start, where need to be start. Here, the parameter will be depend upon you. You can give the start and end. when you give only one parameter, that is called a end parameter. This is my end parameter by default. Length of df. What is my df? That is this one. Length of df 0 to 4. 0 to 4, how many values? 5. The length of df is nothing but length of df is 5. Now, as we know, always Python support n minus 1. 5 minus 1, 4. Because I want the range should work till 4, because 0 from start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, each time now list1 dot append will be entering from the last, right? The values. df dot loc method is, it will be taking with the level. What is the level? Age. What is the age? This is my age here. I of age means they need to store in a I. That's why I comma age. I of 0, the first age, whatever 25, hold it here. Append means here it is appended last. Again 45. Next keep I plus plus. For loop, you know, it is again increment happen. I plus plus happen by default. You don't want to worry that is how for loop work. 0 plus 1, 1. Next is 45. Hold 45. When you hold it, it will be forward, come forward. It will hold here 45 because append will always end in a last. Again, it will be increased to 1 plus 1, 2. It will hold 20. Again, it will be put here 20. Then 1 plus 1, 3. Again, it will hold 20. Again, it will go 20. So it will be moving and holding the area. The last 1 plus 1, 4, 12. So it will hold 12. So if you observe it, this particular things there, till the last, it will be keeping that 25, 45, 20, 20, 12. In a memory, they will have some address also in a binary number. Surely the address will be there. We won't see that. The address will be there with that. The 5 values are stored. And if you see that, that is stored in a list. So list of 0 is 25. List of 1 is 45. List of 2 is 20. List of 3 is 20. List of 4 is 12. You can check with that list of 1 of 0. If you check, you got this value 25. In a memory, they store like that. After that, I need to convert this list. Whatever list is there, I need to convert this list to my set because I don't want a duplicates value. That is the main reason, because list support a duplicate value, but set doesn't support the duplicate value. Conversion is simple. We have a set predefined keyword. I pass my particular list inside that list 1. It is converted. I got a output 12, 20, 25, 45. They just remove the duplicates value. This is how this particular for loop, list and set is work. Got it now? Understand the scenario? Clear? Fully clear? How it is? I'll give you 2 minutes. Go ahead with this, folks, and let me know if you have any doubts. This is your problem statement, which I give as a task. After this, if you are done, you are comfortable, we'll move to data visualization. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, any confusion, let me know and run it the code also. Anyone have any doubts? Vara, it's clear. Zulekha, is it clear? And if I pronounce your names wrong, please forgive me, guys. Sometimes it happens from my side. So if I'll be pronounced wrong, let me know. I'll just correct myself. Okay, clear, right? Okay, good to go. Anyone have any other doubts regarding this problem? Bhavani, clear? Good, good. I'll give you 2 minutes. Go ahead with that. No doubts. Okay, then sounds good. So 2 minutes I'll give you. Go ahead with that. Run it properly and let me know. We'll proceed to the data visualization. We'll start with the types of plots. See, I just suggest you something, guys, when you are, because you are now in a visualization. After that, next week we'll start with the statistic. Next week, mainly we are moving to the world of your machine learning and data science. Basically, if I told you that, that's what the will be. After we need 1-2 days more regarding visualization. We have Seaborn, Plotly, and the hands-on also. but we'll be entering to the statistic concept also. Before that, try to make yourself comfortable with the codes, with the for loop, because I feel basic should be more clear, because if you are not clear with the basic, when we move to the more advanced topics, the statistic, regression, classification, we are going with that. Yes, we are going with that particular thing. Why I'm telling you today, you have a good weekend, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, utilize that and come up with the doubts, because if you utilize, guys, you come up with the doubts. I am giving my way to give you the 200% to clearance your doubt, but if you come, then only I can give you the things there. How you got a doubt? When you practice it. Yeah, sure, Indra, I'll just keep it for you. This is fine, Indra? Still more. Okay, dear. Okay, you want the last one, basically the list one, the for loop one. Yeah, just finish it up, Indra. Then we'll proceed. So that is a suggestion, for practice it, grab the thing, then only it will help you to for your things to be clearance. Go ahead with your all the possibility way to use all the basics features to recall it. Another, there is no, see, you should know about the concept, but as a data analyst, if you Anudarshan taking you, okay, basically, folks, the question from Anudarshan was whether the OOP is very important to us or not. Okay, I just give you the syntax, because when I talk about that particular context, you should, other people also should get that know why, what is a concept, context talk about. So Anudarshan, basically, OOPS concept, you should know about that. The reason behind that, there is some features like encapsulations and all that will help us to give the security purpose depend upon our database also. It's depend upon the requirement, which requirement we are working. But if I told you as a data analytics purpose, if which I worked on the real time, where we won't use that much OOPS concept, because as a data analyst, the work will be for us, it will be you need to analyze our real time data. The data is how up and down happen. It's depend which company you are working, which data you are working, and that you need to analyze and give the report for the weekly basis, because they need to depend upon your analysis, they need to change their model. So for that, we don't needed the OOPS concept to do that. We needed the particular thing, yes, visualization. From NumPy, it's compulsory, because you need to visualize it, you need to fetch the data to NumPy, Pandas, visualization compulsory, as well as Anudarshan, statistics sometimes taken some finding out your mean median mode or correlations, that also we needed to do that. Apart from that, the regressions and your classification model, surely we needed to do that. So those are the thing for the data analyst, that is an important part of our work to do that. OOPS will be the one part of basics, you should have an idea, but we won't use in a real-time analysis time. Got it, Anudarshan? Sure, anytime. No issues, Mavrat. We are not learning statistic like a deep way. We'll be just learning the main features of statistic, which is used in a data analyst. So don't worry. Yes, it is important. Now select the rows from 20th index till 200 index exclusively column, and second will till 15 index. Vishnu, sorry, which method we need to use? Now select the rows from 20th index till 200 index, and column from second index till, yeah, use ILOC. Yes, because they are using an index now. Use ILOC. That is the best option. How to column? See, if you are using this rows and column, right? Both with the ILOC, both you can use it. It's not about only column name. Use column name that time now. You have rows and columns, right? Because that side we don't have the values to take that. Use the name of that. You have index values. You can use directly index value for that. And apart from that, the columns name you can use it directly. It will fetch. Concepts are very important for data analysts. From now onwards, from the NumPy, what we are going now, that all are important. Pandas, NumPy, visualizations, everything is important. Without that, it's not possible. Full things are important. When you are analyzing, you need to do everything, because don't worry, when I'm going with the first regression model, I'll give you one small project view of overview and real time, where you can get to know, you get, Dhanushri, you will get a flavor of that, key if we do that, how the analysis, how the manipulation, how the accuracy to find out. But hold on, now we are in a formatting to learning the step. When we are moving to that, I already plan it for you guys, so many things, so it is there. So go with the flow, it will help you. Guys, is it done? Can value the column of div also to see if they give this particular 200,000, you should check your database, it should have it the values of that. Then you can go with the ILOC of that particular for the index values. And if you want to check with the column, then use LOC directly. Or for ILOC also, if you are comfortable with LOC also, you can check with the LOC, can give the both the way, index and the column. You can use directly LOC to do that also. Okay, done, right? Fine. So shall we proceed now? Just try, Vishnu. If you face any issues, let me know. I'll help you. Sure. Okay. So let's continue. Sure. I'll continue now. So now, folks, we are moving to the things called our types of plots. Okay. Let's come back to our Matplotlib, and we'll see the types of plots. Now, when I talk about the types of plot, there will be a lots of plot. It is there. It is like we call as a line plot. I'm giving you some famous plots name, which is more used, and how you need to use, I'll tell you that too. Don't worry. Line plot, area plot, and we'll discuss all plots individually. So don't worry. Histogram plot, scatter plot, and this is for your Matplotlib. What are the plot basically we use in a Matplotlib features or in a libraries? Those are the plots. Bar plot, violin, violin plot, pie chart, stream plot, box plot, and the 10 plots will be going with image plot. So image also one plot. With the help of image also, you can add the images and all in that. Now, so those are the all the different features of plotting. This is nothing but this is all the different features of plotting in the Matplotlib. Now, why, how you decided which plot to use which day? Okay, that to be also decided. Now, first thing, we are dividing this thing in the 3 part. That is, first one will be your comparing values. Second one will be your distribution of data. Third one will be your comparing the continuous data. Comparing the continuous data. Request you to please save this note and share. Vara, surely, and it is going on also. Yesterday you told me I uploaded all this data to the drive. If you check the drive link, yesterday's all the data are uploaded. All the whatever the data I used for print, I saved it. I uploaded in a drive also. It's already done. And I remember now onwards. And every day I will save for you guys. Don't worry, Vara. It is there. You can cross check the drive anytime. As you requested, I remember that. Okay, let's continue. So if you keep this thing, first of all, we have 3 things here. So if you keep this the three things, folks, here. The main thing for this particular thing will be we are keeping the particular thing in a division of your three way. One is your comparing the values of that, distribution of data, and comparing the continuous of data. Now, it's depend upon your database. So as of now, take as example, you have some student database. I'm not keeping any database, student database. You have ID, you have name, you have age, you have all personal details of a students and the qualifications also. That is my qualification also. So that is my all the database of that. Now, when we have a comparing values, suppose your database need to be comparing with the some values, the numerical values we call as numerical values. That time there will be some plots which we can use it. So that we need to remember that which time which plot need to be used that. Okay. Now, if you use the comparing values, the famous plot which we use it for that is box plot. Box plot. This is how you need to choose it. How the plotting can be choose. Which plot is which purpose. Box plot, then your line plot, and then your pie chart. So these are the three plots basically we are using for comparing the values. So whenever you want to compare the particular values, whenever you want to compare with the 2-3 columns together, then you need to use either box plot, line plot, pie chart. Don't worry, we'll be learning individually also how the box plot it is, how the line and a pie chart. But the reason whenever you saw your data has some numeric value, okay, data has some numeric value 1, 2, 3. If you want to compare these three values, suppose my ID, my age, my phone number, those are my numeric value. Numeric means integer. In database, either it is integer or float or a object. Three option will be there. Object is your nothing but is a combinations of your integer and a character. So if you have an integer floats, you can use directly, close your eyes, go ahead with the either this three. Your wish. See, the plotting can be so many way. You need to pick up either this three, you use one plot. Don't try to use a multiple in a same visualization. It will be so much complex will be there. So use any of the plot when you are using the comparing values. That is the first option. Next will be your distribution of data. Now, save your database. If you want to distribute your data in the different column, distribute your data into the No. That's not a meaning of that, Ritika. I didn't give you any parameter. I just told you, Ritika, ki comparing, if you are comparing, that is an example I'm taking as a three column. You can take multiple of column, that is not depend. If you want to compare the values, any values, either one column or multiple column, if it is depend upon the comparing values, then go ahead with the box, line and pie chart. That is the meaning of that. There is not compulsory 3, 2, 1. No compulsory will be there. Then let's move to the distribution. Now, if you want to distribute your data in a like particular things there, data can be distributed and then you need to visualize it. That particular time you have a three options. You can use that. Scatter. Excuse me, guys. Scatter plot. Then we are having a box plot. Here all box plot. Here also you can use a box plot. And you can use a violin chart. Violin plot. Okay. Let me give you one more here. Here you can use one more, that is bar plot also, or you can use a bar plot also. Okay. So here also box plot can be used in a both the purpose, either bar. This will be your box, Naseem. Here also you can use it, box and bar, both the thing, Naseem. See, one plot can be used in multiple purpose also, Naseem. It is not compulsory one plot is used for one purpose. We can use a different purpose also. So box plot is a one plot you can use for all the purpose, not only that comparing distribution, comparing the continuous data also, because that is a one plot where we can do all these familiar things. Like scatter and all would be the restriction, but box plot, bar plot won't give the restriction. Both are same. Chart and plot are same, nothing but difference. Shubham. Both are same. So that will be your distributions of data. Now, when we are having a comparing the continuous data, if you want to compare the continuous data, whatever we have in a data set, That time also we use some plots. See, whatever I give, that not compulsory. You have only this 4-5 plots. We have a variety of plots, okay, in this world, and every day it is updating also. I'm giving you the most common one which is used. It same thing, remember that. Comparing distribution, comparing continuous, whatever I give, that is not the only compulsory. You have a 4 or 5. Yeah, surely, Ritika. Distribution of data, Ritika, as of now, just because when I go with the deeply of the plot, I'll explain again. As of now, just understand when we go ahead with the distributions of data. Now, suppose I have ID with the ID, I generated one name, okay, XYZ. Okay, now I need to distribute this data with the other value, that is my first name and a last name. So what I want to do, I need to divide that. I need to see for the first name, because the duplicates will be there. Last name, sometimes commons, right? Suppose the last name for me, it is P. My last will be the P. So same thing, ABC, if I keep, for that person also last name is a P. So that time I need to segregate that. I need to distribute our things in that segregations and a distribution if I want to do. That time you can use this plotting and all. You can use the individual to C. You can use the full to T. The scatter plots and all give you the full view of that particular flavor to show that how it will be. This is how we are using the distribution, Ritika. When you go ahead with a single plots, na Ritika, you'll get a more clarity how they distribute the data with the database. Then you'll get to see that. As of now, I can give you the view like imaginary way to understand. It is Ayush, we don't have duplicates value, as I told you. The database having lots of duplicate when we have. Duplicates value, Ayush, can be there. You can change it. You can remove it also. But student database, did you see the duplicates? But that is not duplicates for us. Because student database, last name can be repeated, right? If you see the real-time scenario, last name can be repeated. What is my last name? The other person also last name to be repeated. But the name and last name never have that particular combination key. It is same. Either name can be repeated, but the last name can be different. Same thing. Last name can be same and the name will be different. So we need to see what our database, we need to analyze that. For the analyzing, as we know, we have so many ways to do that. Then we need to go ahead with the plotting to choose it, Ayush. Okay, Shubham. Now, regarding this scatter plot, as I told you, when you use a scatter plot, it is depend upon your the area. If you want to use 1 or 2, how many column or X and Y axis, the scatter plot we use for X and Y axis we need to give, and then we'll be plotting with that. Every plot has a different diagram to plot it. Basically, that is with the purpose. See, purpose will be scatter plot, again distribution of your data, how distributed the data. My 101, we distributed the data with the so many areas. If I want to say ID with name, how it is distributed the data, they will show us with the visual view of that. That is called a scatter plot. Okay, this is how the data will be distributing that. Now, Shubham, clear? We'll discuss Shubham in depth also, don't worry. Now, there will be one more thing we call comparing the continuous data. Here also we are using some values. So we are using column histogram. Then again, as I told you, box plot is used here also. Box plot. Box plot is a one plot which is used in a multiple purpose. Area plot. So those are the some basics plot which we used it in our particular thing in a matplotlib. Apart from that, as I show you, the violin plot is there. Then you have a image plot, stream plot. Image plot is just for your image purpose. If you want to add an image in your data sets and all with the image value, suppose I need to show the plotting with the image. I download it from the source, any source, and I need to show that. That time we use an image plot. I'll show you how to fetch it the image and how to work on that. Don't worry, everything will be there. Stream plot, it is like if you want to go ahead with the streaming data, like signals and all, streaming data, like your Amazon Music, the streaming, how it is come. That is what the thing. Okay. You know what we'll need to visualize it. Continuous data means not a histogram, is No. Histogram and hologram is not at all same. It is a differ of that. And continuous data means it is like a flow of that. You start from 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4. There will be the you can take as dear Vani. It is like a structured data. It's not an unstructured data. That is called a continuous data. It's not a live data or not. No, not a live data. It's like a structured data. Do you all require the integer float size value? Yes. Yes, we need an integer float value to do that, the plotting. How you make a graph with the object? It's not possible to make a graph, right? We need an integer or float values only to do that. With the object, we can't create a graph. So these are all the things there. Apart from there, you have so many other things also. Will be discussed in the how the flow goes. Will be discussed so many things. So this is what a basics concept of your plots. Any doubt till now before I moving to one by one? No. Okay. Clear, right? Yeah. So now we'll be discussing with the first one. Okay. That is called your line or area plots. Line plots. 1 second. Huh? Yeah. So we'll be discussing about your line plot. Now, when we talk about the so when we talk about the line plot, so basically the line plot is nothing but it's just like a single scale or single scale line you can take and to use it, that particular things there. Now, if you remember that in the last session, we are working on the linspace method, right? So in a line plot also, mostly we use this linspace method to create a line plot. So if you see the view of the line plot, that is nothing but it's like a scale purpose where we are just going with the start value and we are just going with the start value, we are just going with the end value where into the line plot, which gives us the view of to see the what are the lines are there, and it will be the view also will be the same with the line view, how the scale lines are there. Now we need to can decide it what is our x-axis and a y-axis for particular things there. Now, as I told you, it is nothing but just giving at the particular line area. So we use from the NumPy, that is linspace method, because this is a method which gives us the generating of the values. Now we need to make it to create a value for our particular scale to plot the thing. For the plot, the purpose will be same, folks. How we are doing, we are using the plot method. Here also we'll use the plot method to plot it. Take a value as a line. There is a no keyword called line plots and all. No, we are using a normal plot to create a line plot there, because they use the name called line plot, but they use a normal basic matplot feature as a plot to create it. But the creation would be with the linspace. That is the main thing for the line plot. Now, how to create, as we know, A equals to np dot linspace, linspace. That is for the creation. Now, as you know, what to give in start point, end point, and how many values you want. So my things are created. Now I need to just plot it. So plotting for that, plt dot plot. And before that, you need to import the two things. You need to import your first thing for your NumPy, because that is the np.linspace, and next one will be on matplotlib, which already we saw that. So that is particular things comes under your line plot. Same way, we are having a next plot called your area plot. Okay. So how the area plot will work? Area plot. As I told you how the line plot will be working on that. Line plot will be working with the particular line. The area plot will be working on the area of that particular thing, like how it will be. Suppose you take in as a canvas, as we discuss, always we are having a one canvas. Now, what is the area of that particular canvas? We used to find the area of the particular things there, right? So for the canvas also, if I want to draw any plots, if I draw it here, simply this will be my line plot, like line will be there. But in area plot, you can take any values that not depend upon that. Same thing, area plot won't use any keyword called area. It's just using a subplots to do that. Subplot. Why they use for area plot as a subplot? The reason behind that, for each and every canvas, they will just find out the area, what are the full area, and this divide depend upon our requirement. And this division will be nothing but your 3x3 matrix, 3x3 matrix. If my area is giving as 40x40, right, 40 into 30 area, right, 40 into 30 area, in that I can make it 3x3. Each of that particular small area will be giving us a 1 plot, that is called my subplot. Means we are creating is a 1 subplot for that. So here 3x3 means 9 subplots will be there. 9 subplots will be there. When we are working on subplots, as you have a doubt also, when we are working on a subplots, remember that it is used to segregate your particular canvas. It is used to segregate the particular canvas, whatever you have it there. Apart from that, what it will do, it will just make it a single individual canvas. This is from there I make it that. What is the name of that? It will be 0 0. That axis you need to remember, that is called axis. AXES, axis. So basically in a matplotlib, whenever you do the plotting of any area, this area call your x-axis, okay, AX, this area call your y-axis, AXIS, okay. And if you want to have it the title level, you know, this will be your title and level. But if you want to have it the full volume of this area, we call as a AXES, axis. So subplot use that axis concept for that, because it is comes under the area plot. Whatever area is provided for a singular particular data, because that is a one area they provided us to create a particular graph. The graph can be anything, either use line plot, box plot, anything inside the graph you can draw it. But this particular thing, if you're keeping as a subplot, that comes to full area. This area they are giving to that. That is a full space they are giving an excess value. What is my excess? 0, 0. How you get the 0, 0? Matrix concept. Come back to the matrix concept. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. This will be for 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. This will be 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. This is how they will decide the excess value. That excess value 0, 0, I have a only what is the column you need to decide it. Database will be one. So as I have a student data, if you remember student database, so this data will be talk about my ID and name. So if my ID is 101, my name is XYZ. So this data will be work on that. This is how the area plot will be work with the help of subplots. Any doubts till now? Use stack plot as well as area plot. Stack plots and all, it's not compulsory always, Ritika, to use it, because when you use area plot, I feel like subplots are giving us the best way of approach, Ritika, to give you the solution. So that is enough. But yeah, we have a different approaches of the plot. So if you want to use, you can use it, but the subplot will be the best option for the area plot, Ritika. Okay, 1 second, ma'am. Write a step for the plotting, whiteboard, write a fixed step, all the plot, write the step where different. The code, what I mean to say there, some fixed steps will level importing plot. Sure, I'll keep it that. Sure, Vishnu. So this much is clear, right? Let me save it because you guys want things also. Let me clear it first. So as Vishnu requested, I'll keep the steps also here, so which will be help you for that. I'm keeping it here, the steps. Okay, with the values. First of all, what you have to do, first step for whatever plotting you go, first thing will be your data analysis. You need to analyze. You are doing or not, directly you are jumping to visualization. Okay, then also you need to analyze the data. So that will be always the first step. For the data analysis, what you have to do, the first thing before jumping to the plotting, you need to read the data, read the data set. Read the data set with the help of your pandas. You can read, you know that. I'll keep it that way also. Data equals to pd dot read CSV, read CSV file, and then you need to give the file name. As of now, I'm giving as example of student.csv. Okay, any file name, whatever the data set name will be there. So student.csv. So that is the first step. You need to do that whenever you are analyzing it. After, when you analyze it, you need to check the all the analysis purposes there. What are the methods are there, basically the info and all. So inside the analysis, what you have to do, you need to check with the information, info method. You need to check all the columns, what are the columns are there. Then you need to check that there is any null values and all, null values are there or not. For null values, which is the method we use, that is isNull method. You can use that method. Then need to check drop, any duplicates values are there or not. Those are the first step you need to check before plotting. Duplicates are there or not for the duplicated method. And then if it is there, use drop NA to drop that, or fill NA to fill the value. That is depend upon the requirement you do. So those are the first step you need to do every time whenever you got a data set to visualize it. Now, once you visualize it, you have a multiple variety of your libraries for data visualization. That is the second step. Okay, now I'm going with the data visualization. In a data visualization, we have a three libraries called Matplotlib, then Seaborn, and then Plotly. As of now, we are just in a Matplotlib, so our focus will be Matplotlib. Okay, but this is a inbuilt features which we'll be doing every time when we have that, Shubham, but we won't use that much those plotting, because I feel if you want to do the same advanced version of the rotations and all, Plotly is enough to do that, Shubham. That will be the best option. I will add the Plotly in our session. Don't worry, I'll give you the way of that. It is not there in our curriculum, I know, in LMS, but yes, we'll covering that. I'll cover that the Plotly also. Yeah, so we'll be going with the Matplotlib. Let me just continue with the thing. Matplotlib. In a Matplotlib, when we started, now first thing you need to understand, what is the data? What is the data talk about? Before choosing any of your plot, what is the data talk about? So suppose your data is depend upon any distributions or only the values, the three options as I gave you. Okay, those three options you need to keep it there. What are the three options as I told you? Either you need to check comparing the data, comparing the data. Either you need to check distribution of data. This is the three option which we keep it, and the last one will be your comparing the continuous data. Comparing the continuous data. Those are the three options you need to check first, which type of data and what comes under. When you got to know what are the data are there, what type of data will be comparing, or it is distribution or comparing only the, or 2-3 combinations, maybe the combinations also there. After that, you need to start plotting. You need to start giving the visualization of plot. Now, to do the plot, you should have a basic things to check that what are the info are there. First of all, again, you need to check the info of that particular thing. Once you check the info, you will get the three things there. Your some columns are your integer, some column will be your float and object. Remember that you cannot plot the thing with the object. That is not at all possible. Graph. Did you feel like with your name you can plot it the graph? No, right? Not possible. Object is not possible things. You have only two options, that is integer or a float. With that only you need to plot it. So you need to select the columns also that wise. Apart from that, we have one more option, but we'll learn in a future, that is comes under the skitlearning. We call as to converting the things in a label encoder. Okay, label encoder, where you can convert your object to a dummy variable. Basically, convert object to a dummy variable. That is now it's not needed. Your focus as of now, it is for your integer and all. When you got to know what are the columns, keep those columns here, column list. What are the columns list are there? Whoever dip comes under integer and float D type, data type. You can check with the name called D type also, as we have that one also possible. After that, plotting started. Now for the plot, let me give you here the plot detail, okay? Once we continue with the things. So once the plotting happen, I'll keep it here. Once the plotting comes, now the plots, you need to check it that in a plot. The first plot, you can use any of the plot. We have a variety of plot. I'll keep it. Then you need to go ahead and plot it box plot. Either you go ahead with the bar plot. Either you go ahead with the scatter plot. That's your wish, which your data will talk about. You need to choose those plot. It histogram plot. You have pie chart, etc. Okay, pie chart. Excuse me, etc. So those are the plotting come. Now, this is still the visualization, but before this plotting and all, one more concept come in a real time, that is called your modeling. We learn in a future session, that is called your modeling. We need to do. Only visualization is not enough. After doing this particular thing, before moving to plot, we do the modeling with the classification and regression. We have a model, okay? That is called classification and regression. So that we need to do before doing that in a real time, which we're learning in the future session. As of now, your step will be, we are not going with this modeling one. Our step will be directly jump to the plotting to plot it. So those are the basic step. Whenever you have a database to do the visualization, you need to do. If you think only directly you are done with the, yeah, it's a machine learning. Modeling is nothing but all the things. K means KNN. There is lots of models are there. Basically, algorithm Jokendra will learn in a future sessions. Are we going to cover Plotly? Ritika, basically Plotly is not our syllabus, but I want to give you that flavor also, because that is one flavor which you give a good view of your visualization. And I want my people to feel it that. That's why I added in my list. That is not there in Kalikuram, but I will cover. The basics of Plotly I will cover. Fine, this is our steps are okay. Before data visualization, we have to do, yes, Jogenda, before data visualization, you need to do that. Either this is depend upon the thing. Either if you are working on classification, then classification. If it is a regression, regression. Before plotting, you need to do that. Then only plotting comes. Because with the modeling result, the reason, Jogendra, with the modeling result, because you should know how the plot will be there. The modeling, that is algorithm, Jogendra. Okay, it's a lengthy total step. It is lengthy. You are a data analyst, Subham. That's a big task for you. It's not. It's a real-time task. You are learning part by part. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I'll just save it also. Okay, go ahead with that, folk, and I'll go ahead with your doubts. Jogendra, basically remember, if you directly jump to algorithm without knowing the plotting, that is not good way to go ahead, because that is all the algorithm, Jogendra. We have variety of algorithm which we are learning in a future session. Don't worry, I will give you all the thing a flavor of that. But before that, you should know how to plot it, because with the result we are plotting again. But you should know how to plot. Then only you can put it the algorithm plotting. If you don't know plotting, jump to algorithm, it is difficult to understand. So that is how the flow. No need. Sorry, Subham. That's okay. I understand. That's how you'll get to the real world, the flavor of that, right? It is coming with that. No need to say sorry and all. It's fine. The question should come and I'm there to help you to answer your question. Sure, Vishnu. In real world problem, will working data with a size more than 300? Yes. Yes, Jokendra, we have lots of data. Yes, that's why that algorithms comes now to reduce the accuracy level, the speed. Why these algorithms come? Why these models come? Because of to do that. Yes, it will be there. Is there any small project on this step? If you can, yes, Bhavani, I already planned for you kids. Don't worry, Bhavani. When I start with the first regression model, linear regression only, I'll give you one real-time project, which is working and which is happening in our world. And that how you can analyze it. But without knowing algorithm, I can't give any project. So once we are going to that, maybe next week also, we are not going with that. After next week, okay? Clear? Yes, thank you, Jogendra. Fine, we'll continue. After the visualization modeling comes, Mahesh, after that statistic, then we started with the classification regression. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Go ahead with this, folks. The flow, as you guys asked, I'll keep the flow for that. That is a main flow. If you have any doubts, let me know. I'll continue then. We'll see the example for now, line and the area plot. There I will use some parameter, guys. I'll explain the parameter inside the Jupyter itself. Okay. Let me save the file. Any doubts? Mahesh, what is your question? Can you just visual modeling comes? Okay, after visualization, what to become cover, right? So once we're done with the visualization, we are moving to the statistic concept. Statistic basically just to know how the mean, median, mode to be found, how the correlation can be found, standard deviations, because when you jump to the modeling, we should use those things also. So that will be that cover statistic. Then we are moving to the model. Model means nothing but the concept of your supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning, we have a classification, so many things are there. And linear regression, logistic regression, KNN, K-means, those things, we are random forest. So many things are there, Mahesh. We need to cover it up. Okay, that is the flow. Now you understand the flow? Okay. Done, folks. Is it done? Shall we proceed? Done, right? Yes. Okay. Good to go. So just we'll go ahead with the 1 second. Yeah. So we'll be continue with the data visualization. So first thing, I'll go ahead with the line and the area plot. So line plot will be the simple. Let's just import it first. In line. Okay. I just run the things there. Now we are just preparing the data. Need to prepare the data. For that, take the values. The values, I'll give the same 0, 20. Just a crisscross. Okay. Okay. Let me give 0 to 20. 10 values. I'll change it. Okay. 20 to 0. 10 values. So my data is created. Now I need to use the, okay, this is the method where we are creating for the figure and fixed size. Okay, remember that figure method is used to manage the figure of your data if you want to manage the by dynamic time, basically in a dynamic time. The method name is figure, F-I-G-U-R-E. And inside the parameter, we use a keyword called fixed size. Means the figure size, if you want to give by dynamically, we use a method called fixed size. So those are the two methods we are using for the figure. Figure will be the F-I-G-U-R. Figure will be the predefined method. And inside the parameter, we use a fixed size. That is for your size of the figure. If you dynamically want to change, if you want to change the size of that, because by default it will be some size. Okay, by default size will be there, and that is big. Mostly it will be big on the size. So if you want to keep it a small and crispy and look good, you can use those type of features. This is one of the features called figure and fixed size. Clear? So we'll add that also in our data list. So I'll just go ahead and add that particular things there. We created that. Simply we are going with the figure equals to plt dot fixed size. Inside the fixed size, figure G, plt dot figure. Inside the parameter, we use a fixed size. equals to, now you need to fix the size. I'm keeping it 20 comma 10 comma 6, anything you can give it. Now access ax1, that is just a variable name, plt dot, I'll just go ahead with the subplot of that particular thing. We are just going with the subplot particular thing for the line, both the name. I'll just create it a line, ax1 dot plot of my x, and ax1 dot, this is already we saw that y, and then plt dot show. This is for your line plot. Basically, we already see that. I'll just small it up. It's too big. Yeah. So this is how the line plot will work. Basically, the simple line plot will be work on that. Now we'll see some area plot. How we'll be going ahead, show the area of that. Okay. We'll see the area plot. There again, we need a and b value. You can use any a or b value, that's depend upon you. The x equals to, I'm using with the range method, or you can use anything to create it that. Let me create it the values here. y equals to 1 2 3 4 5 comma Hi Soundarya, I'm trying to schedule one-on-one call with you for my doubts for past 3 years, but somehow it's not happening from support team. Having doubts on X. Okay, Mani, I will check with the support team about this. If they got it, I'll inform them, take as in a priority way. Meanwhile, you just send a ticket today also. Then after the session, I'll check with the support team once about that. Okay. I will see, we are using Vishnu the data set, and we'll do the with the data sets also. But first of all, when you are learning something with that, now you should know how to create and moving to that. That will help you to understand the basics concept of the particular plotting. And with the database also, we'll be showing all the plots. Don't worry. That is, I will show you those both the way. I want Vishnu you to comfortable with both the thing. If you are the one who are designing that, surely that too, as well as if you are Dhanushri, I'll put it that. Let me just finish the area plot, then I'll keep it. Okay. And Vishnu, I'll keep it the database also. That is there. Because you need to work on database. So I'll give you the different database to work. But as just now you started with the plotting. So first comfortable with by creating and plot it, then comfortable with the data sets. Okay. I'll show you today only. I will show you the data set also, one box plot or whatever the first plot we'll be learning. I'll show you the data set also. Just continue with the area plot 2 3 4 5 6 5 values. I'm giving it here. Okay, so my x and y is ready. Now I just want to keep it the figure here, so I'm just copying here the same figure size. You can use any figure size for that. After that, I need to plot it. So ax1 dot ax1 equals to plt dot subplot, which is used for that. Now for the area plot, either as I told you, either you use subplot or you can use the stack plot also. Now you are going to use, because I think there is a question regarding the stack plot also which I received. I'll show you there also, because then you will get a more clarity for that. If you use a stack plot, how it will be, because subplot we already see this particular thing here when you use the subplot. So area plot, you can use the both thing. Either Ritika asked, Ritika, you can see there, I'll add for you the stack plot also, because for that you can use for the area plot. You have both the option, only go with the subplot, or you can add it with your stack plot also. We call as a for the area plot, stack plot. So both the option you have. Now you need to take it. Which one you feel comfortable, you can use for the area plot. Both the thing given to that. Subplot, we already see that. So let's see the stack plot also to see the flavor of the different type of plot. Now we need to customize. If you want to add the titles and all, I'll just add a title. I'll not add so many things, levels and all. You can add that too. We know that. So it's just an area plot. I'll keep it as an area plot as a title. That is done. And now let's just show plt dot show. Okay, let's run. See, once I run, I got the output. So if you want the output in this way, now levels and all, you can add it how we added X level, Y level in previously, right? That is there. You can add it, this levels and all, everything that is there. You can add that. As of now, I just added. You can add that also if you want to give insight that we have those options, what we learned in a previous session. Use everything there. Okay, that is how you, I think if you remember that how we add the legend and all, you can use everything there. That is there. It is not compulsory. You can't use it. Everything you can do it for your giving the showcase of your client. Now, depend upon to give you the good look of your client, you can do all those things. So I'm keeping it, suppose, area. Yeah, see, area came. So this is how you can do all those things. Whatever you needed, the particular thing, you can keep it and show you the good look of that. You can use the plt.x level also, where you can give the leveling for that. I'm just giving the level called x and y for x level, and for the y level, it's a y I'm giving. Those things are features. Like if you want to make it in a more clear way to showcase your particular diagram, you can add it that. Okay, x and y. See, as I told you, this will be your x-axis, this will be y-axis, and this full will be your ex. That is a axis. This is a, and this will be the different thing. This is how you can make it for your area plot and a line plot. So go ahead with this work. If we are using stack and subplot, who you say subplot is better? Yes, Ritika, subplot is better. But I just want to show you also if you use stack plot, how the difference will be. Because if you won't give this particular thing, then it will be coming with the same features, how this plot will be. Okay, you just want to plot it with the pass of your XY value. If you won't give that, then you need to use a plt dot plot of your X and then plt dot plot of your Y, how we do for the previous one. See, this is the difference of that. If you give that, ma'am, can you explain again? Sure, I'll explain again. By default, it will go with the first one because we won't segregate that to whatever the first color, it will give that whatever we give it, right? We give it for one particular Vishnu. That's why they give the first one, because we won't use anything. We directly use the legend. We won't give any particular thing. So it will be taking the first color of that. Okay, so Ritika, if you observe that if you won't use stack plot, the view of area plot will be like this. If you use stack plot, that will be a view of that way to present it the data. So that's why I keep it to give you the both the flavor. Now, see, subplot is always better option for all the things, but you should have a different flavor of that. Wherever you feel to keep it this type of utilize that, you can use it. Basically, guys, she asked regarding which is best option, area plot, like stack plot or subplot. That is a problem statement she asked it. So I just gave a reply for that. Understood, Vara and Shubham? Okay, let me go ahead with your doubts. Meanwhile, guys, go ahead with this two problem. Where is the stack plot? What is a stack plot? Here is a syntax for area plot. See, when we are talking of that stack plot, yes, it is one of way to creating a area plot we call as a stack plot. This is also one type of method we used in a area plot apart from subplot. With the help of this, it gives the full features of this particular thing. Means the covering area, it will give it to that. If you want to see the covering areas and all, that time you use the plot method name called stack plot, which is worked with the area value only. That's why we use a stack plot. Now it is your wish how you need to use it, Sachin. So that is one of the syntax you can take as also one of the feature on the area plot. What did you get 5-6 line without stack plot? See, if I use this one without stack plot, 6-7 line can be run. I'll keep it a downside, Harshita. Okay, then you'll get in view of that how the things will be differ. Now I just put a comment for the stack plot and I remove the comment for this too. See, This is the difference. You can see the difference. Yeah, Ritika, I keep it there. This is a subplot. Got it, Ritika and Harshita? Ma'am, remove the stack plot and show. Harshita, I keep it there. Why did we use 5, 6 line stack plots? Yeah, Ayush, I keep that both the thing. Sorry, I did not realize I sent the question to the host only. No issues. If you don't have stack plot, then what is a call as a line plot? If you don't have, see, line plot is just a basic one, okay? We can call every plot a line plot. We won't use anything in a line plot, okay? It's just we are using our linspace to create it that. And here we are creating a different type of plot area. We can call this as a line plot also, because everything is comes under the line. It is just line plot is a basic graph. We call as a graph, like a mathematics graph, X and Y is nothing but your line plot. Okay. Here also, when we are using subplot, it gives you to flavor to use all the one axis to plot it, as well as I won't give any difference here, the axis. So for that, whatever the area they take it, Sachin, for the subplot, the full area. If you see that they are using some plot here, right? I won't pass any axis and all 2,2. No, I don't want. I want full my area to be covered, means full canvas need to be used for this plot. So here they just plotted in that in the canvas, they created only one. See how many canvas inside you need to divide. Who need to decide? You are the one who decide. I divided my thing only one single one. Subplot is a purpose of dividing each and everything. I divided it one. I can divide with 4 also, 6 also. I divided with 1 and I plotted. I just want to plot it in a area wise. So I take another full view and I just plotted that. This is how they plotted for the subplot in this problem statement. We divide that in a one canvas in a one plot itself. We won't divide in a multiple plot. Stack plot, Harshita, Sachin, is it clear? If you don't give subplots, see. Then also it will work. It's not about only if you give subplot, then only work. You won't get any difference, Sachin. We just give it as a subplot to make it in the same. How I told you, if you remember subplot and plot, what is the difference on that? If you are giving or not giving, the same thing. It is just if you are not giving, they plot it with the simple canvas. This is a one full canvas, they plotted directly. Now if you use a subplot, one canvas, inside that again they created a plot. Two things are there when you use it. Visually we can't see that because it shows the same output, but in a inner way, in the backend, you can take as a backend. In a backend, if you won't use subplot, it is just a canvas, full canvas. If you use a subplot, it has a big canvas. Inside it, it's a small plot to create it. That is how the difference will become. But in a normalized, we can't see the all those difference when you use or not used. Excuse me. Okay, but only 3 set of data. Why? We get 5 lines subplot. Why? This is 2D, right? 5 into 3. This is a single one. Why will be the 5 into 3? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you observe this, this is a 2 line. Total is 6 line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 line. What is the meaning of this? This is a single line. This for the single line, folks. What is the meaning of this? This will be a 5 cross 3. 5 into 3, right? 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's a difference of that 5 into 3 whiches are there. If you observe it, you can see the proper way. So it is good to practice you. Yes, Sachin, that is good to practice with the subplots. Should not we be doing XC plot instead of PLT plot or subplot? Otherwise, we are not using subplot. No, Ritika, that's see, AXE1 dot plot also you can use it. It's not an issue. As I told you, the subplot when you are using it, that's how you wanted the particular thing, dear. Depend upon your requirement. See, subplots is a good practice to plot it here. That's what we are using it. But it's not compulsory. I'll check once, Vishnu, your code. That's not compulsory. How I make it a plot, you need to make it in the same way. Different ways are there. You need to pick it up, which is comfortable for you for your data set there. So this is one way to show you the different features on the plotting purpose. That is what the purpose, Ritika. Okay, I'll check once again, Vishnu. Okay, Dhanushri. Dhanushri has a Dhanushri. What is the error? Fixed size PLT dot subplot. Okay, this is given a error. Name error. Module numpy has no attribute. Did you module? Can you do this in a scatter method? Yeah, we'll move scatter plots also. We'll move. Don't worry. A space mistake is there, space spelling mistake. Dhanushri, SPAC. Your linspace spelling mistake. Can you please try XC plot and XC1 dot plot Y? Sure, I'll keep it there, Ritika. In doubt. Same output here. I keep it. Because anyhow, the subplot is stored in AX1. Can you explain the single line values in a plot? Vara, single line values is nothing but here I take in X values 1, 2, 3, 4. If you observe this particular things here, when we go with the area plot, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3. Whatever the values we give it, that they need to just draw that particular value only there. 1 to X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they use it, the things till 5, 0, like from 1 to 5, it has a values, right? So they just plot it in this way, ki whatever value we give, see, that's why they created 0 to 4 and 5 to 20. 5 to 20 they created, which we plotted. Now the first will be, I will plot with the X and then I'll plot with the Y. X values is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So whatever it is there from the 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the combination they give it in the single line for that. Others, when we give the 5 cross 3, there I give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because the values we change it, we give in a different values there. If you observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 20 we keep. That's why they keep it till 20 here. And here we all have the values there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, from here, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 will become in this range of that y-axis. Most of the things are in a y-axis to cover it, the plotted that. Then again 3, 4, 10, 15, 20. So how the value they got, they start generating the value from their self to give it the all the plots. If you observe this also, they are giving 1 to 5, 1, 30. In the stack, it is more visible to properly to see that, because they started with 1 to 50, 1 to 5 as well as their 30. Here when you use subplot, they are plotting in a single frame. So the complexity will be here, the more we to give the division of that Vara. So if you observe that they divide the values and they keep it everything in this format there. See, till 4 it gives. Yeah, it should be maximum 5, but they started with 0. If you observe it, why 4? They started with 0. That's why they keep it 4. By default, if you observe, there is 1 to 5 only. See the observation here. Started with 0. That's why they ended 4. By default, it is 5 only. 5 value itself. No, there is no connections. Listen, Vara, once again. Okay, Vara, there is no connections because I plotted both a different way. X is a different plot, Y is a different plot. There is no connection with that. X is plotting a single one, Y is plotting a single one. I didn't use X comma Y. We just use X. So there is no. Yes, it is top one of X, Bhavani. Correct. Yes, it is like that. So the plotting will be different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It starts from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should it start with 1? We provide a start. But when we use the subplot and all that, by default, it's giving to that a particular whatever they have the values to given the particular by default plot value. But why not 19 for y-axis? Okay. What is the meaning of 10? That is 20 minus 1 only, right? And y-axis also, if you are taking it also, see, that is a by default value. We can't do anything for that. That's a by default value they are creating at the subplot, Naseem. We are not using it. They started with 0, but one thing we can see that whatever values, how many difference we give, that will be there. But they start with in your by default value will be 0 for the excess. Here also it is 0 only, 0 to 20. They give the last highest values to keep it that. But when you use this thing here, they use a 1.0. See, it start from 0. Middle will be 0 only. This is also, it will be start from 0. That is sub Naseem by default. Subplots values we need to take in that start from the 0. But here they keep it as a 20, the highest value whatever we give, because we know that always it comes under the defer of that. So that's why in a y-axis they keep it that particular value. But we can do all the changes depend upon our requirement, Naseem, also. Okay. Naseem, when you practice now, you will get to know the different variety of that when we are going with a different plot. This is done, folks. Shall we proceed to the one? At least we'll see today one more plot, two more plot. Okay, that's better. Now we are going with the one more plot. First plot we'll be seeing at called bar plot. Okay, so basically a bar plot or a bar graph, we use both the thing. We call bar plot or bar graph or anything. It's a representation of categorical data. Okay, representation of categorical data with the rectangular bar. The shape, I'll show you how the shape also. Rectangular bar of heights or length, proportionally equal height and or lengths proportional to the values that they represented. Values, that is enough. Values. And one more thing in a bar plot, you can note it. We can plot it both the way. We can plot it vertically as well as horizontally. Vertically as well as horizontally. Both the things we can plot it. Now, when should we choose a bar plot? That we need to remember that. How to choose the bar plot. Okay, how to choose the bar plot. So for that, if you want to choose this bar plots and all particular things, what you need to remember, if you want to compare various categories in the same variable, if you want to compare various categories on the same variable, okay, then we use a bar plot. That is use a bar plot. Now, what are the example? You can keep it like if we go with your LinkedIn data, WhatsApp, Facebook, I'll keep it that, okay? Like I'll tell you how the example will be. Facebook data, your WhatsApp data. Now, if you use this particular thing, what happened there? So when you use this particular thing, that LinkedIn data and all, whenever we have particular things there, so basically folks remember that everyone using Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. Now every years every year the Facebook will also generate the data. It will generate the data, right? And the database will be huge going and thing. Suppose you need to make it the percentage of the data, percentage of the particular data. I need to make it because that's all it a categorical in the same variable. In that, in a Facebook, suppose in my particular name, the example will be XYZ in a Facebook name. In XYZ, in a 1 year, how much time that person spent, how much time it is spent in a Facebook, how much the view time will be in a Facebook. This thing, if you want to make it in a bar plot, that time those type of data basically we used in a bar plot to see that, because those are my continuous data, because every day I used it. Every year how many percentage will come, that percentage can we find out that. Those are the things we can use with a bar plot. Now how the bar plot look, suppose this is my canvas. The bar plot will look like a cylinder type of this. Okay, this is called a bar plot. 1 2, how many column will be there, depend upon that it will be plotting. So this is your bar plot. And bar plot, there is a feature, either you go with the vertical or either you go with the horizontal also. So you can plot it like this also. This is also possible. So this is called your bar plot. That can be possible in the bar plot for the both the way. Vertical, this is your vertical bar plot, vertical, this is your horizontal bar plot. And to use the bar plot, we use a plot name also, right? The name is nothing but bar, bar. We use a bar for the vertical. By default is a vertical. For the vertical is bar. If you want to use a horizontal, we use barh. That is for horizontal. Barch, barh. So those are the method name to use it. Apart from that, we have so many things there. I will show you that when we are using the colors alignment, if you want to change it, we can do the changes on that. So this is called a bar plot. Any doubts till now? Any doubts, folks? No. So let's just dig into the Jupyter notebook to see the example for bar plot. Okay. Excuse me. I keep it the example of the data. Which type of data? Social media data. Okay. Like your Facebook data. And you can use it your LinkedIn data also. Okay. The first one will do for the bar plot for vertical. Now, and what do you have to do? Already importing, we already imported. We just need to create a data, any database for that. So I'll create, no need to create. Let me take the column. I already give you the data set, right? Yesterday, everyone has the data set. We'll do it in a data set. We'll not create a things. We'll just, because in a real time, anyhow, we are working on a data set. So let's take a data set. Remember, we used the data set yesterday. What is the data set name? Let me just check it. Card.csv. Everyone has the data set? Folks, do you have the data set? Yes. Okay. Okay. So data set is there. Data is there. So I have a data, so I don't have any issues to go ahead. Now what I have to do, I'll just check the things there. I need to make it and create how the particular thing. I will select my access also. Okay. So here, if you remember last time we selected the access particular thing when we use it, the thing, same way, I need to use the particular access. I use the two things here. Figure, subplot, and we have MPJ, cylinder. Okay, before moving to that, the first thing we need to remember, my data set is not good. What you have to do, we need to remove the extra spaces right there. So we'll remove that also. As of now, take this to see the bar plot, then we'll remove that to today itself. So I just give it the particular thing of the size of that, and it's a no, I don't want to cross 2. I just removed it that. Okay. For the AX1, I give 1, 2 values, right? Yeah. 1 into 2, 2 values. I give it that, and 10 comma. So the plotting will be there. The 2 values will be there, figure size. Now this thing will be excess. We use it, and okay. Let me just take it first. AX1 PLT dot subplot. PLT dot subplot. Here, I just don't want to give the subplot. I just don't want to give any excess there, so I'll just remove that. And then you need to remove this also because you are not giving that. The figure size I gave, and AXC1.plt.plot, and here we are just using here AX1 dot bar plot of my data. I need to go ahead with the data. Once again. Okay. So AXC1 dot. Now we need to take. Am I audible, Mahesh? Is it audible? I'm talking from that time. Is it audible? Okay. Maybe there is a network issue. Let's continue. So I just created a normal subplot. We take in the values here, and we'll take the particular things, whatever the columns are, any one of the columns where we need to do the bar plot. Okay. So for this particular things, what we have to do, we need to just find out the things where we need to keep it the particular, basically the particular folder which we need to take in the particular things there. So what we have to do, we need to fix it the which column we need to take from this particular area, which is the first column. As we see that when we are taking this, there is a issue. So I need to remove that before plotting it, or else I'm getting issues for that. When you're done with this thing, there will be a method to remove that. We call as a method called skip initial. Okay, skip INITIAL. Last time I told you the method name is skip initial space. That is a method to, if you keep it as a true, then it will skip the initials of that. Now, if you observe, if you check the data info, before I'm going with that, I just check the info and then I move to the plotting it. So if I check now, data.info, you can check it all the .info, data.info, you can check all the things are removed. So if you want to remove the spaces and all, we use this particular things there to do that. Okay, now we are moving to the bar plot which we started. Okay, where is that? Yeah, bar plot. So first thing what you have to do, you need to just take it the value, which value you need to plot it that. So I'm taking the particular things there. So for that, this is fine. I just give it the directly here. What is the, yeah, figure dot access, and then I just want to give you here how you want it. Let be 2 comma 2 comma figure size. Now this is my done for that. Now the next one will be, I need to give the all the values of that x1, x2, x3. I'll take from upside. Okay, I'll copy it. Already we done, so no need to write it again. I'll taking from the upside all the x1, x2 values, whatever I'm giving here. This will the all the values. I'm taking it that values. Same way, the principles are seen, only the names are changed. We need a bar plot. We use a bar word for the plotting. Now, what is the first thing I need to do? PLT dot subplot. inside it, I need to pass the thing. I giving here 2 comma 2. So when we give the 2 comma 2, we need to use it 2 comma 2 comma 1 because we have a 4 value. So 2 comma 2 comma 1. And then here you need to use bar, plt dot bar, because horizontally by default you can use is x1 comma x2. Whatever the values you want, you need to use it. You can give the title also. I'm not giving the title. I just want to plot it. So I'll just plot the thing. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4 plot. It's 1, 2, 3. And then we are going with the 4th. 4 plots. Here you can change the names. X1, X2 I give. Here I'll give the X2, X3. Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's 3. By mistake, I put it 2. Here you can give X1 to X4. So that values you can modify. Check that. If it is any object, it will not generate the thing. Then we need to change the values also. Okay. As of now, let's check. Okay. I'll just not to give the show plt dot show. If anything are 2 comma ma'am 2 comma 2 comma 3. Yeah, I put it 2 comma 2 comma 3. If it is not, that's what cylinder has a object. Let me check which is an object. Anything object is there. Brand is object. Apart from that, it is all integer float. Yeah, it is not there. Okay. Thank you to remind me. Space are removed, so they are not able to find it out. Yeah, I run it now. Let's wait. See your bar. It is a typo error. Yes, it's type error. Right, Pratik. So you can observe it. Our bar is plotted. Now, if you observe, this is a proper bar. This is also a bar, but there is a lots of data. That's a small bar happen. So this type of bar plot you can create it. Now, this will for your by default vertical. Okay. I'll explain it again. What is 2, 2 comma 3? Okay. So same thing. If you keep it here for the horizontal, only one thing you need to add, that is H. Bar H. Bar H. That is for your horizontal. Okay. H. If you run it, you got in a horizontal manner. If you want it in a horizontal manner, the bar plot can be worked with the both. So I'll keep it that BARH. That is for the bar plot with horizontal. Okay. Horizontal. Yeah. What is the meaning of that, Nishan? This is nothing but subplot. As we know, we divided with the axis. I give the subplot is 2 cross 2. 2 cross 2. 2 cross 2 means 4. Now, 2 comma 2 comma 1. For the 2 cross 2, the first value will be this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So they need to segregate in that way. 2 comma 2 comma 1. 2 comma 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 comma 3. 2 comma 2 comma 4. This is how they will be giving that. Is it possible to bar B? No. Ayusha, they just taking by default is a bar, BAR. Yes, 2 parameters is needed for the bar. No, if you want to give it the particular thing, 1 parameter also, plt dot bar, and if you pass is x1. Okay, let me just put it this comment. It is having a issue. Bar missing one requirement argument, height, and then both will be there. So we need to give the both the parameter, or else it will be giving you the error for that. So you need to pass the 2 parameter for that, for the bar. This one your vertical. And here I use a data set to do that. Now your wish, you can, ma'am, it's confusing. Can you explain again the subplot? Nishan, sure, Nishan. Basically, Nishan, when you use a subplot, the meaning of that, they have a big canvas. Okay, this is your big canvas. They need to create a small canvas inside that, and subplot will use to create a small division inside it. Now I give subplot will be 2 comma 2. What is the meaning of 2? 2 cross 2 I need it in a subplot. Now 2 cross 2 I needed in a subplot. The meaning is 4 value. So it divided in a 4. Now I need to put the value. So what is the first one it's talk about? That is 2 cross 2 means 2 comma 2 comma 1. Then 2 comma 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 comma 3, 2 comma 2 comma 3. Why 2 comma 2? I give two rows, row and column. Basically, this is my row value, this is my column value, and this is a number of values you need to put. 2 rows, 2 columns. I know needed. Suppose you need to go ahead with the 3 rows, 2 column, which is I needed a 3 rows, 2 column. So the diagram will be this way. 3 rows, 2 column. So what will be the value will be 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, then 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 6. It's depend upon our array size, whatever we gave, it will be plotted the subplot. This is how we are doing that. But we are segregate. Can we not draw all the values in a single chart rather than divide into 2, 2? Srivastav, if you want to all the plot for everything, we have a method in a SNS. It is called a pair plot. We can pass it that. Now, suppose if you want to pass it the same thing, okay, which you ask. Suppose I need to pass my all the data inside the bar plot, but we needed 2 things there in a bar plot. Suppose you pass it the data, it will not, bar is not defined directly, they will give it to you. Okay, plt.bar, I'll use it. Okay, I'll use plt.bar because that is a things there. So plt, let's see, plt.bar. Oh, 1 second. You need to give 2 values. If you don't want to assign with the subplots, you need to give x1, x2, whatever the x1, x2. You can plot it the single plot with the subplots also. But x1, x2 need to be given. That need to be given with subplot or not, that is your wish. You can go with a single plot also. X2, x value will be there. 2 values need to be there to plot it. X1, x2. You can plot the single things also, whatever you have it. What I gave it x1, x2, I can give it here for the single plot, single values. I can give it here x3, x4. 2 values needed to plot for the bar plots. Because I needed the x value also y. It's a things there in a cylinder manner. We should have a x and y axis. So you can divide, Srivastav. 1 second. Nishant, is it clear now? Shivastava, is it clear? Dhanushri, you have a doubt there? You raise your hand? Yes, thanks. Sure. Dhanushri? Yes. Yeah, Dhanushri, unmute yourself dear. Tell me.
Yeah, hello. Ma'am, if in case we give 3 cross 3 means we have to give 9 values, right?
6 value. 3 cross 3. Okay, 3
Three.
cross 3, 9. Yeah. 3 cross
Yeah,
2
9
is 6.
values we have to give.
Yes.
Other, yeah, that's
Means
my
here if you won't give then also fine. Okay, but this plot you have here 4, right? That time you need to give 9.
Yeah.
Yes. Or else if you won't give, then a blank screen will be there. One blank box.
Okay. Yeah.
That will be there. So that is compulsory you need to give.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Sure, Dhanushri. That's all, dear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just stop for a day here itself, folks. So you have any doubts? Still we have lots of, can we help us with the decoding and can you help us in decoding the graph? Surely I'll help us. But again, I got error and skip initial. Can you show me that line? Yeah, sure. Mani, sorry, I'm not getting it. What exactly you are asking? Let me just, yeah, this will be. These are the special features, okay? When we are doing the sessions, those type of special things will be seeing that whenever we got a doubt, issues in a database, because this is are the things which is every day we are going updation. So I can't give you the list of updation thing because every day it's uploading the thing. But one thing I can help, whenever we got a different type of database, we'll be working. Now today I go with the car only because almost we are bind up the session. Not tomorrow, next week when we start the session, I'll give you the new data set where we are working with the plots. So every time I'll try to give you new data set. You come up with some different type of flavor of data set. You get some issues, we'll solve it that. So that is one method to solve it. The one issue first, skip the initial piece. Okay. Okay, one by one, guys, one by one. Let me read it that. I believe Ayush, I'll try to help you that, but not in a session. After session, whenever it's needed, I'll help you regarding that particular thing. Mani, what? Please upload the file over Drive. Is not uploaded it. Just now I finished, Yogendra. Give me a time. Give me a 2 minutes. Let everyone done. I'll stop sharing the screen. Then I'll upload it. Get one-on-one session. I raised. Got the support IDs. Okay, Mani. I'll check with that with the support team. You just raise that. I'll inform that they can pass this to me. Turn screen down, please. Share pandas and on data visualize file. Okay, both I'll share. One more query is bar graph. Can we not get multiple x-axis values based on the x plots? Currently, we are going only columns x and y. One is y. See, multiple x-axis you can use it. Same value you can use it also. But you should give it the two parameter there. That is a compulsory for the bar. But you can go ahead with the same way. Yes, please, ma'am, because we just get the graph but do not know how that graph came in the graph. See, that is called a which you are asking us, that is called a backend one. Okay, that things are extra thing. If you need it, I can explain it one-on-one session, or else after 9 o'clock we can plan it, because in a session we don't have those things. That is a different approach and different concept to go ahead. But as you have an interest, I will surely help you. We'll plan it regarding, you can request a raise and support regarding one-on-one for that, or else after 9 we can plan it one day. Now select the row from 20th index and that senior citizen. I got a output. Okay, you got a output, then good. Okay, is it done, folks? Shall we stop? And let me share the data meanwhile, okay? And I'll no, okay, go ahead, Bhavani, no issues. Go ahead, Bhavani, I'll hear itself. Till you guys are not finished, I'll be here itself. Parallelly, I'm just forwarding the files. So you need a data visualization file as well as pandas hands-on. Yeah, both the files are forwarded, folks. You go ahead. Meanwhile, I'll just upload it in a drive also. Okay, I'll upload it all the images also. Everything I'll upload it. And if you observe, guys, in a drive, did you see that I created one folder inside that with the images one? Did you guys check that? There will be the whiteboard notes. There you will get all the images one. Okay, whiteboard notes where I keep. One minute, Bhavani, 1 minute. 1 minute, Bhavani. Just a minute here. Please answer my. Sure, Ritika. Let me check. I didn't see your question, dear. Let me check now. What is your question? Because these people are asking for the file, so I'm just uploading that. I'll see your question. 1 minute, dear. Yeah, this one, Bhavani, is it this one? Ritika, your questions. Let me check now. Can you explain how to use zip method and check which file has useful information? Yeah, what exactly you like? Can you explain how to use zip method? What exactly you want, Ritika? I'm not able to get you. Like zip method to check which file has useful information. Like I didn't get you. Basically, what exactly you need? Or I'll just unmute you. Can you just elaborate that? That also the good option for you. Yeah, Ritika, tell me. You can unmute yourself here. This is nothing but Bhavani. We passed the x1, x2, x and y axis value. We created x2, x4 values, right? From there, one time we are taking a x value and one time we are taking a y axis value. Just the taking that is called x2, x3, nothing but cylinder and time 60. The manipulation of x2 is a x2 value will be holding the cylinder value, x3 value holding a time to 60. So to give x and y axis, we are using that. Okay, so meanwhile, I'll just uploaded everything, folks, in a drive. You can check it that. It's uploaded. You have a drive access, right? Link. You want me to share again or is it fine? You have it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, Bhavani, 1 minute. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I uploaded everything. Sonia, take care. Thank you, Anudarshan, and same to you and happy weekend to you also. So, guys, I uploaded everything. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Naseem. Good day. Okay, in Pandas, we have a zip method to use zip file. Yes, zip file will have a multiple files. Now we want to check with the file. Okay, I'll do one thing, Ritika. I'll show you in the next day regarding this zip file. Yes, in a Pandas, we have to do that in zip file and you can unzip everything. So next week, I'll show you the way how to do that and what will be the method also information to that. Is it fine, Ritika? Sure, dear. Because now we don't have time to go ahead with that method. That's why I'm keeping for the next week. Okay, I'm done with. Thank you. Thank you, Ajit. Happy weekend. Good day, guys. So I'll just be wait. I'll let Bhavani finish it up, then I'll leave. 14th line, how third parameter works. 11th and 13th line. 11th and 13th line. That is x2 and x3. Na? X2 will be the cylinder, x3 will be the time to 60. That is how it's taken. X1, X4. Again, see, we are changing the value for X1, X2. We are doing that changes. This is a single one. Eleventh and third parameter. Yeah, what is the third? This one? Subplot you are asking, Vara? 2, 2, 2. Is it that? 2 value. That is just giving the value 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2 means 4 values. So first one is for your row. This is for your column. This is value count. Value count. So one value, second value, third value, fourth value. Because we use 2, 2. That is just a value count. Got it, Vara? Okay. I encountered line 2 lines yesterday in our code plot wanted to ask whether plot is a method of subplot. No, plot is not a method of subplot. Basically, plot is a method for your matplotlib. That is a predefined method to doing plot for all the different plots. Whatever plot is used it, but the plot is used for the basic method for matplotlib to just show the plotting. Subplot is a method to divide the particular thing and keep it in another canvas, inside canvas. Plot inside subplot. Like how set, guys, you know about the set concept, set subsets, set subset concept in mathematics. We have set and subset, right, Ayush? Same concept here. Take as set is a plot, subset is a subplot. That is exactly the concept. Yes, Ayush, you have a doubt, you raise your hand. Is it a doubt or it's clear? Yeah, sure, I'll unmute you. That's why I asked. Yes, please tell me, Ayush.
Ma'am, in this we have written that AX1 is equal to PLT dot subplot. So had we not written this, we would have used PLT dot plot. I know this is a method, but now it decodes at PLT dot subplot dot plot A. So that's why I was confused. Like if it is like PLT dot subplot dot plot A, so is plot a method of subplot?
No, plot is both are the different method. Plot is a method, Ayush, for only for the matplotlib all the purpose. Okay, wherever you want to plot it, any plotting depend upon your bar, histogram, any plotting different upon that. You can use the plot keyword to plot it that. But there we can't use this features 2, 2, 1. We can't use it. We just want to plot it. If you want to do this bar plots and all, right? Suppose simple one with the one single parameter, we use the plt.plot. But suppose you need to segregate that. This is a different method. Subplot is a different method. That is segregation of your, they are able to help you to divide your canvas in that. See, if you observe that, I'll put it a small size. Okay, let me just show you 6, 2. Second, just, yeah. If you observe that, this fully is one particular plot. This is one particular full canvas. This is a full canvas. There I divide this in a 4 part. This can be possible with the help of only subplot. If you use plot, this is not possible. Plot will be just doing for the single one, the down one. If you observe the down one, only single one is possible in a plotting. That is for your single diagram. if you want to do diagram in a same canvas, the division of 4, this is a division of 4, they won't show us, but the 4 diagram in a single canvas, that time only subplot can help, plot cannot help. So both are the different features in a matplotlib, like your set and subset. Set inside subset we are creating, right? So that is also same thing. Plot inside subplot we are doing it, but here we can segregate the thing. In a plot we can't segregate the things.
Yes, ma'am, I understand the difference between two. But then why didn't we use plt.plot a? Why x1.plot?
No, you can use plt.plot also. It's not compulsory x1 ax1.plot. I keep it, I think. See, plt.plot here.
Okay.
You observe
In
plt.plot.
yesterday's code, it was x1, so I got confused.
Oh,
Like, why
no,
didn't we use plt there?
Today I show the both the way. See, plt.plots also you can use it, and the same axe1.plot also. Both give the same output. Because in axe1 I'm holding the subplots. That is only the difference. ax1, that is the axis, basically axis, the full coverage I'm holding in subplot. Here I am not going with that axe, whatever the subplots are there, I'm directly creating with the matplotlib. PLT is nothing but my matplotlib.
Yeah.
So both
Okay.
can be possible, no changes. We got the same type of output.
Cool, ma'am. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Okay then folks, any other doubts or we'll bind up? It's almost, we are moving with the time. We are 9:20. Is it done? You have any other doubts or shall we bind up? Any other doubts folks or all good? Done. Okay guys, and practice properly. Next week we'd be going ahead. Other plots, so many things are there. So before that, clear with the particular things there, like whatever the basics will be, just clear it. Okay, just revise it. Basically the meaning of that, the revise your for loop, whatever we discussed, the previously whatever you learned it, which will help you for analysis. So thank you guys. Good day. Happy weekend. See you on next week.